Japan is super fun, and in this guide we're gonna start. And in this guide we're gonna use everything. We're gonna use Navy, Air Force, tanks. I guess we're gonna use a little bit of strat bombers as well. For the designers, we are first going to get all of the production and factory output upgrades, just because the more of those you have, the more you produce, and then it just scales. Which means you get more MIO upgrades, more MIO funds and such, so relatively self-explanatory. We are gonna run the Heavy Agility Fighter Designer. I suppose also the Heavy Aircraft Designer. Technically but we're not gonna invest too much in it. Let's put it that way. For our submarines, of course, Mitsubishi Kobe. Kobe. Why should we that? Oh, that's capital ships and I think that the task force. Yep, the task force is. Yep, the task force for the heavies anyway. There we go. Then we're going to use the task force for all of our capital ships and carriers. We're going to use the escort for our screening ships and the raiding shipbuilders for our destroyers. Then the infantry tank designer for our couple of medium and light tanks that we're going to run. And this is a very greedy build. With Japan, you can defeat China in 1937. It is not that great in my opinion because I mean right now there's a bug where communist China can change your faction goals and such, so that's a whole nother deal. But by ending the war early, you don't get as much army mastery, so we don't want to do it too early. We don't want to finish it too early. Which also, I don't want this. I want to get the Imperial Defense Plan first, which doesn't do anything for us yet. Research is very basic. Production, construction, engineering. We shall create one agency of spies. We're going to cancel all the tanks. We're going to change our cruiser, we're going to change our carriers to start with naval bombers instead. And in general, you can bump all of these ships down to 1. We're going to destroy the early cruisers and all destroyers that aren't at least about halfway finished. And we're also going to destroy those submarines. And then we're gonna add 2 convoys. Gonna bump this fighter up here. We're gonna add a second line for the fighter. We're gonna invest 3 into support equipment, and for now the rest can go into infantry equipment. We're gonna hire Hiraga as our navy guy. We can, there we go, just very easily, although I guess, Yeah, there we go. We're gonna send all of our planes over to Hiroshima. We are gonna stack up our Navy as well. Navy has received a small change where you should use different task forces now because every task force can only affect one region. But we're still gonna dev stack them under Yamamoto. And we have a naval headquarter now, which we are gonna get Koga. And this naval headquarter just gives us a couple of buffs in the naval regions close to the naval HQ. Hi, Melly. No! There we go. Then we can also, whoops, not patrol. We're gonna naval exercise our Navy. We're gonna shift left click our army as well. And we're gonna split the army up a little bit. These guys go under... Where was he? Okay. Enough petting. Itagaki. We're gonna get these lads under Nishio. Then we're gonna get Red Hawk and Wakamatsu. We're not gonna hire a field marshal yet. That will be Tojo. Our current ones have XP malices, and I really don't want to get a guy with minus 35% leader XP gain or minus 10% leader XP gain if I can't avoid it. Then we're gonna set reinforcements on high, upgrades on low. We're gonna produce like 22 of those Chuton Shishidan. Because potentially one slight RNG element of this run is the first army event that we'll get in about 40 days. And depending on that one, depending on that one, you can restart. You don't necessarily have to. Go up to 5 speed. And I douse believe I did not forget about... Oh yes, I forget about one thing. We are gonna import steel from Menchiko. And then we're gonna keep a keen eye on our planes. We are just gonna pilot exercise them. Get these naval bombers over here and sure, split these up as well. Military coup, that's fine. I don't care about these two guys. If they die, they die. It's not worth the 50 PP for me. And then we are gonna get the Showa aircraft industry and the Kawagoe army arsenal, just because that gives us a whole 4 mill factories very early on in the game. We got the G2, and now we're gonna get Army Department, Naval Department, Air Force Department, Suicide Pills, and Commando Training. In the February 26th incident, we put an end to this farce, because it gives us the historical Japanese focus tree. We are gonna put you into Nanjing, one of our spies, and as I already alluded to, Tosho, you're the man. There we go. You may shoot wherever you want to first. Okay, this is one thing with the RNG. You should do these decisions. You should comply with the army wherever you can, because that is a decent malice. Which is also why I didn't hire a chief of army just yet. Sometimes you get the event where you have to hire a chief of army, and then, I mean, we're gonna get it anyway. I would prefer the army offense guy, but we need the army XP gain, so we're gonna get Tojo as well. Just a little bit of nepotism in my feudal Japan. And here's also the thing where this is very greedy. Usually you would, you know, get your military minister thing here already, so you can continue going down your focus tree, but we're not that interested. We're gonna get the ground support specialist because we are more interested in becoming strong early, very quickly. So just keep on doing your departments. This is very important. And I guess in the meantime, you can also create local or put up local police force. Not that it matters too much, but you might as well. Get instilled aggression, the fleet interoperability, and night fighting. Double check. Yep, everybody's level 3. Planes, everybody's level 3 as well. We're gonna store a little bit of fuel now. Aggressive assaulter, offensive doctrine on Tojo. Infantry experts wherever you can get them. And we're just gonna continue increasing armament spending. One thing we can also prepare, or I guess 2 things, a naval invasion into Shanghai and a naval invasion into the province to the north of Shanghai. You don't always need this, but sometimes China is rather defensive, and here is an airport, so if you can get that airport, you are very well off. Which is also, we're gonna build 2 airports in East Hebei. I'm just gonna do it now, so I don't forget about it. Usually, you know, waiting a little bit and getting the 1 more mill factory is better, but yeah, I don't want to forget about it while I'm yapping. We're also gonna ignore Korea. It's not super useful. We don't really need Korea right now. So, then we shall revisit the 21 demands. Get concentrated industry today. And we're gonna puppet the Mongol military government, also known as Mengjiang in this timeline. One thing I kind of forgot about. Should have built the fighter. We're gonna have a couple. Actually, not the fighter first. We're gonna build the cheapest cast that we can afford first. Although I guess I waited so long, we can also afford the fighter. These don't have to be great. We are fighting China after all. They do not even have guns, so this is perfectly fine to crush China. We're gonna put about 9 on the CAS for now. And we might as well import 1 rubber from Siam. Then we shall get the decisive battle expert. And because we have the truck event, I am just gonna add a 2nd truck here. Just so we make sure that we get it in time. We're gonna get bolt attack, as well as proper heritage in a second, if we can get it. Then we shall reinforce the East Hebei garrison. 2nd spy time. We might as well get the Chinese, and we shall prepare a collaboration government on the Chinese. Which kills our trade, but that is one thing with Japan that you just have to deal with. Japan does not have industry. We're gonna get radio as our next tech. And then we can get the Grand Battle Plan. Oh no, not the Grand Battle Plan expert. I knew something was wrong. We're gonna improve relations with nationalist Spain and send them an attaché. Immediately cancel the improved relations. That will give us a little bit more army mastery. Then we shall get the logistical focus. And in the meantime, we can drop our army up here. I'm actually gonna, there we go. We're gonna draw 2 fronts, just so we get planning bonus with our guys. Then we are gonna drop all of them here. Oh, thank you, Paradox. That is useless. Alright, let's just do it the other way then. Oh, come on. Oops. Sorry, guys. Did not mean to hit you there. Alright. Why can't I suddenly only assign 3? There we go. I guess they fixed how naval inversions work again. Yay. Because you can finally unassign guys again. There we go. Right, we're gonna keep our mobile divisions in the back. And the rest can go on the front lines. Think we can also convert these guys into the Hoeshidan already. Yep, that's fine. And then we shall finally attend to our political tree. In the meantime, just train our fighters again. Then let us drop some CAS and some fighters here. Of course, immediately send them to do stuff. Yamamoto torpedo bomber cruiser captain. And then you will have to press D once to split up his army or his navy. And here we will have to put him on patrol later. But this is a bit of a bummer. Paradox changed that even if we were to put them on strike force, which doesn't give us naval dominance, but even if we were to do it, this would still cost fuel. So we will have to keep an eye on Yamamoto a little bit. Actually, we don't even have to split them up because we're just attacking this one tile. I'm just gonna send them over here. And then we can get the Grand Battle Plan export. Just to get more army XP and such. With the spy agency, I did this early because I really wanted the collaboration government. You don't have to, you can get it later, but you know, then you have to restructure. You will have to get your spy agency for free here, but you will have to restructure your whole path a little bit, and I want to play a little bit more aggressively with the research, with the factories. And there we go. We shall approach Mitsui in the meantime, and as you can see, we are playing musical chairs. We will just have 50 different, I guess 5 different leaders as Japan. And in 3 days, there we go. The army wants a larger army. That one you can always do by just creating, you know, a Chonko division and then transforming a couple of divisions. So you should never fail this one. Even if you don't have the equipment, you will always have the missions. We're gonna join the Comintern Pact. I'm gonna set up the naval invasions already. The war kicks off, and now we're gonna delete a couple of things. There we go. This line, this line, this line. We're gonna add all of you. And we gotta strike while the iron is cold. Ideally, we can get these 2 Chinese nations out before they join the United Front. Sometimes you can do this. This is not guaranteed, but I mean, if you can get them as puppets, this is very nice. Okay, they actually did join, but you know, we might still be able to piece them out. Shaanxi probably not, but the other one should be possible. And once this collaboration government kicks off, we can... There we go. We have also landed in Shanghai, and there's nobody here, actually. Okay. Usually there's a little bit of resistance, which is why I sent 2 naval invasions. You don't have to. You can greed for 1. But sometimes China is very defensive here. It actually fucks with my plans a little bit. If there's nobody here, I am kind of tempted to just push a little bit. I'm gonna drop these lads over here already. Our mobile divisions. And then I'm just gonna auto this front. There we go. We killed off China number 1. And then Shaanxi you probably cannot take. Oh, well, it'll take a while because Shaanxi is just very annoying to take. With your navy, as I said, you would just stop, send them back home, conserve your fuel a little bit. Because, well, we don't have the factories, so we have to honestly try. We have to preserve as much as we can. If you want to, you can go for encirclements here. This will conserve a little bit of equipment and manpower, but also you don't necessarily need to, like, you can battle plan China as Japan relatively easily. But, you know, if you go for a couple of encirclements like this one, I mean, you might as well do something while you watch your guys rape some Chinese. Speaking of which... And of course, one decent chunk of this campaign will be to micro your planes. You don't necessarily have to do it, but you can. Having a couple of planes over in Shaanxi definitely helps. Why are we encircled? I guess I'm just too good. Too good for my own good. There we go. Just continue encircling when you can. Actually, we have our mobile divisions here. We might as well strike up. And that's a bit of a problem right now because I was not prepared for China to not have any divisions here. So I don't have any divisions for my own front here. Then we shall get the infantry expert. And you know what? If we could pin those in Jinan, that would have been nice. So, next we're gonna go with Sumitomo. We're gonna approach them. If you delay, if you change your trajectory, you can also just get guided Tsubatsus, and all of these focuses will be 35 days focuses, but if you do that, you lose out on a little bit of time, so I personally choose not to wait for this. Bro, this fucking motorized division. Just wait a second, brother, so we can get the encirclement. Okay, we got a pin here. And that is China number 2 out. Which will also allow us to link our entire army into one front. We can add an operational integrity doctrine. And we are gonna get infiltration tactics. This gives us a little bit of max planning right now, which is why I didn't pick large unit tactics just yet. We don't really benefit from the 5% entrenchment that this would give us. So we're just gonna wait a second with our attacks here. Infantry expert. Sure, promote this guy to a general. Don't really have anything better to do right now. No! Perfect timer. Perfect timing from China. As I was annexed. I guess that's better for me. That's more Chinese VPs that are in my possession. Which will lower their surrender. I mean, they're high. They will surrender sooner. So, I'm just gonna... There we go. Make one front line here. Still a couple of Chinese that are not in this war just yet. And you know what? You really shouldn't. But I've played this game for 30 minutes now. I can't be asked anymore. There we go. I set up all the planes on auto. They can now deal with meeting on the front line. Okay, one thing I'm gonna do manually here is I'm gonna try and get these guys here. A small Shaanxi pocket. Or just get Shaanxi myself. That's crazy. Usually Shaanxi takes a while to cap. And I didn't even take this VP. There we go. This is super nice because just of all of these mountains here. I don't think we're gonna get the PRC here, but actually... Like, usually they are also very defended. Okay, let's pin this guy. Okay, we got pinned. We are gonna agree to American terms. I should have gone the... I should have done the increased tensions first. Okay, PRC is still in it. Because now this is a bit awkward. I guess we can reform the army already. Yeah, fighting in Shaanxi just isn't that fun with the supply here. So once this one flips to us, in a week, this whole battle up here should be so much more chill. There we go, we have supply again. It doth exist after all. Just gonna clean up all of these pockets here. Saibatsu demands political appointment. Oh, this gives us 25 PP. Will they become meddling? Place with meddling faction. Because I think we have to fail this one. Yeah. I would like to get this. I technically would like to do this one, but if we do, we can't guide the Saibatsus, so we're just gonna fail it on purpose. Yeah, sure. Let's prepare the Northern Front. It is a little bit late for that one, but we might as well do. Maybe we can just encircle these. Depending on how well our cast is in this region, we can do it. And while I am microing quite a bit right now, you don't necessarily have to do this. You can battle plan China. You might have to wait a little bit, get some planning bonus and such. But for the most part, you can just dunk on China without any trouble. Okay, that is a big one. They just entered the PRC down. If I can do this properly. Just, brother, you're being pinned. But apparently you do not care. Did the game crash? Okay, no, that was just a very long autosave. Okay. Same here. Not necessarily the encirclement that I wanted. But it looks like we can go for it. Then we are gonna incite tensions. Now we have the Harakiri debate. Our government is collapsing and I shall fix it in 14 days. Xinjiang didn't join yet. That's a bit concerning. I think they usually join with Jinghai. We can get the better weapon upgrade. And proper heritage. Okay, that is a bit scary, this pocket. But we should be able to do this. We are just gonna continue down to the new order in East Asia. We just have to keep in mind the faction demands a larger army. I am just gonna deploy these. Is this enough? Yeah, that is just enough. We're just gonna wait. There we go. We got it. And then I'm gonna delete these three because they have no training whatsoever. Then Logi Wizard on Tojo. I love seeing the Chinese front lines. It's just nothing there. And then we can get large unit tactics. And once we cleaned up this pocket, I shall do a small attack again. A small push. Oh, also, I forgot about that one. Ooh, we are so much weaker. Oh, you have to cancel the game. You have to end it. There we go. I should have set everything up again. We're gonna trade with the Dutch East Indies. Get one more on support equipment. Actually, let's add 7 on support equipment. We are gonna fix it in a jiffy. Now, I could go for even more encirclements here, but I am just gonna auto the front a little bit. You know, encirclements are more efficient, but autoing speeds this thing up a little bit. Oh, look at the green. New order in East Asia. It is finally time. And then let's get the AA, gun, technology. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit of encircling here. There goes the PRC. And now, since we have our faction, we can do either the joint research practices or a joint command structure. I'm gonna do the joint command structure. Depending on how you played, you can actually have enough divisions to deploy here, but we do not. That's fine. You know, you could immediately get the joint command structure. If you do, you should just unlock a theater, but it's fine. There we go. That was the last thing I was waiting for. Xinjiang joining the Chinese United Front, because now we get all of China, a very big, large, and happy China. Well, a very big, large, and happy Japan. I don't think the Chinese are going to be very happy once I'm done with them. But that's not for me to worry about. Oh, it's a little bit of war crimes. Field engineering. Next doctrine. Okay, this is not coping. I could definitely kill China in the next... Actually, I can't... Oh god, I can't take China within the next couple of days. Within 1937. I don't want to do this. I want to do this for the YouTube video, but I don't want to do this because we did not get a lot of army XP or mastery just yet. So that is the downside of doing it this way. You know what? If God decides this is how the game ends, then this is how the game ends. Let's just put it that way. We're gonna get the computing machines. Okay, that is it then. 1937. So, if you do like borders, you should probably turn off the video now. Let me just give me a second. Because what we are going to do is we're going to play efficiently, which is not pretty. We are going to puppet every little piece of who are you from? You know what? Reset. There we go. There should also be another one up here in Xinjiang. There we go. This does mean every single Chinese nation that was puppeted will be freed. I mean, kind of. They're not free, but under new management, I suppose. There we go. In the current patch, there is a bug that China can change the faction manifesto, so that's not great. We are puppeting everyone right now because of research sharing. Research sharing is so busted with a lot of puppets. And because we are Japan, we can also just We get a national spirit that decreases our puppet autonomy. So even if you have 500, it doesn't really matter. They're all going to be integrated relatively easily. And I think we're actually missing the reorganized government of China, the one that Japan usually sets up, because we were too quick. There we go. That's what you... Why did I keep you in power? I feel like I shouldn't have kept you in power. Free! We unlocked everything. Joint research... That fucked me over. 48 techs. Okay, we're gonna become Spy Master. Get the elusive gentleman. I really should have waited. I should have just spammed out a couple of divisions. Economic Council. And then I suppose we could go for industrial expansion. Doesn't really... We're not gonna do this. Well, I guess... I mean, I guess that one is more doable. We just have to take East Indies and Malaya and we should have it. Sure, we're gonna secure strategic resources. And then I will create a theater. We have a little bit of an economic boom now. I'm actually going to build a couple of civs just because we were this early with the war. And as always with Japan, if you want to, you can now strike the allies. You can wait until the Spanish Civil War is still going. We defeated China. Yeah, if you want to, you can get you can team up with Germany to knock out the UK early, but I'm gonna try to keep this... I wanted to say historical, but I think it's too late for that. We're gonna try and keep this a little bit close. So we're gonna attack in 1941. I don't think... like 288 techs. I don't know how many techs there are in this game, but that seems a lot. I'm not sure we can get that one. Bro, honestly, not having the tech sharing is so bad now. I shall also commit seppuku, and we will get a couple of light tanks as Japan. It's actually not that bad with this DLC, because Japan tank actually does work, Doobie. Trust. Also, did I not build... I thought I built a land warfare facility. I did not. Ooh, no, I did not. Okay. Then let us also put up a bunch of trucks. Holy shit, we have too much industry now. Okay. You know what, sure. Let's just add a ton on tanks and a ton on support equipment. Do I? Oh, I don't have anti-air yet. Right, I'm still researching that one. Of course. Of course you take out China before you have anti-air researched. Naoki Hoshin, I don't know who that is. I need him. You shall not have my boy. Whoever he is. Oh no. I forgot we're gonna get spammed with useless divisions. Right, we can guide the Zaibatsus now. And we shall hire Sumitomo. You know what? I'm actually gonna set up an collab government in Malaya. Since I already have. Since I don't have anything better to do right now anyway. Oh, it's okay, never mind. I thought it was I did not know that. I thought it was all text. It's just in general. So by having more faction members, this is actually easier to get. I thought we had to get, I thought we had to get 288 unique text, not 288 text. I cannot read. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I always knew that. And no! This was not part of my plan, but we do have to do a couple of these here. We do have to do the expedition to Tibet, because otherwise we are not gonna get a couple of these very nice modifiers. Okay, Navy is almost... We can almost have fun with Navy, and I'm also immediately... I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make it easy on me. Oh, are you guys excited already? We're gonna have so much fun with Navy. Oh, actually, I didn't really consider this, but the Chinese divisions are actually kind of nice for us. We can just send them to defend Japan and all of our islands. There we go. I'm also gonna set up a border with the Soviets while I'm here. This, I'm fine with our current faction goal, so I will... Bro, but this is so dumb, getting Tibet. Okay, I guess I'm gonna get Tibet. We're also gonna get Tokugawa as our other scientist, spy, man. And we're gonna hire the Nissan president. There we go, we have the joint research practice thing. This one? I think this one should work. If we just send patrol missions out. Yeah, okay, we can just do this. We need coast of Japan. What else do we need? Sea of Japan, East China Sea, South China Sea. I think we have everything done. Is that... Oh, we also need this one. Then let's get the radio tech. And it is time to spam mill factories. So, with our navy, we are just gonna get a proper carrier, not one of those stupid AI carriers. Yuck AI. There we go. That should do fine. And then we shall also get a torpedo destroyer because I like them so much. Oh, so much. And you can't play Halsavan 4 without building a couple of submarines, can you? So, and then one thing that we still want is one of those as early game destroyer, one of those as early game battleships. Which, just do not look at the stats, man. But it is early game. You can't really improve on that one. There we go, we are controlling the coast, and I'm immediately gonna cancel this order for him. There we go. I'm gonna do expanding the armored forces. The, fortification ones, they're fine, but I don't really care. That's it, I don't care. We're gonna unlock Armor Spearhead. Then we shall get the line of battle. And just keep on training your ships. You know what? We're gonna unselect the carriers. And I'm just gonna dismiss everyone. Just gonna make it easy on me. You know what? I'm gonna make it even easier on me. Just deploy as many naval bombers as you can. And naval bombers, or I guess carrier naval bombers, the air defense does not matter. This only matters against fighters, so you can just keep them cheap. Actually, I don't think we have the aluminum thing yet, do we? Oh, we have non-strategic materials. Very nice. Especially because we don't have that many materials. We do have puppets of materials, but if we don't have to ask them, then that's also cool. Fine by me. Holy shit! I might actually have to bother with China, because they are sending me far more divisions than I want. With our air, we are gonna get air power protection and the industry liaisons. Then I'm just gonna claim the Raven Crown. Although I guess this doesn't work yet. We first have to deal with Tibet. Let's do one collaboration government in Malaya. And in the meantime, we can infiltrate Tibet. I swear what I'm doing here is relevant to the game right now. And you should definitely, like, I'm just doing this. The only reason why I'm going for Tibet right now is because we were too quick. Otherwise, I would have just bested the great. I mean, otherwise, I would have just gone down to getting the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere. But yeah, we just lost these modifiers, and I really want them. Oh, and I forgot. I should have added all of my facilities earlier as well. This is incredibly important because now my puppets will send their guys here and we are gonna drown in tech sharing. There we go. China is already doing the assignment. You can also steal Mongolia, which is kind of funny, but it's not really useful. I think you needed 35, yeah, you needed 35% to get Tibet. How long do we have the Bhutan war goal? Ah, it's just, oh, it's a permanent one. One cool thing, Paradox also changed the tech timers for ships, so we can get the submarine sooner than, oh well, all of the tech sooner than we would usually have done. We're also gonna get the smoke generator tech. And we're gonna convert all of our crappy infantry into the Hoeshidan. We're gonna add support A. We're gonna remove the cavalry. And you know what? These 24 bit is fine by me. Then we gotta change these a little bit. Right, we don't have the army XP just yet. This is probably going to be our downfall. The fact that we do have enough coal, so getting all of the industry, I mean, I guess we're going to run out of resources. That's our downfall. We're going to annex the, we're just going to go down to getting the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere. Actually, no, not, I forgot. Because we have, honestly, killing China this early threw off my entire timings. We're gonna get the Recon Industry Institute, which gives us research speed, another research slot, and also a nice little, what is it? Nuclear research facility. Actually, yeah, we do have to boost them once so they become influential. That's fine. That's 75 points. I kind of wish they this would display here what the levels are, but that's fine. I guess this one did say that we didn't get it. That if they were influential, we would get something else. So, we're building Navy, so we gotta go with damage control. Econ law change. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest, nothing happens. Econ capacity surplus does not matter to me. So, bro, this is dumb. We got everything for free. Yes, I did build this land warfare facility, but I think you get one. Yeah, you get one here. So you can get every single facility for free as Japan. So we're gonna establish contact, and then I'm gonna influence the Tibetan people. Because I'm an influencer! Be influenced, guy with a very cool hat. Buy Hearts of Iron 4, the new DLC. Okay, then we shall also set up a very cool and hip speedy division. There we go. I guess that will do for now. We can change it a little bit later, but for now, that's fine. Then let us turn all of these into the Chidusha Shidan, which also expanded our armored forces. And yeah, I guess we can fortify Iwo Jima. Maybe China does this for me. Ach, Merlin. Then state Shinto in education. And we might as well boost ideology in Tibet a little bit, just to speed this whole process up. And then we shall add 15 Tau AA. Then we can also get the engineers. With research, you know, just get the construction tech. As always, get it on time. Then when it's cheap. China's just funneling army XP into me, man. Oh no, an agent has been captured by Tibet. But that's okay. Just gonna dump 100 PP on them in a second. It is a bit weird that I require them to be fascist while I'm not fascist. Makes you think. Right, then we will get the heavy MGs. And there we go. We might as well upgrade our Marines a smidge and produce more of them. Oh, before we get the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere, we're gonna do Great Japan Industrial Patriotic Association. And then I will flip Tibet. There we go. We shall coup the government, and now we have the Tibetan Empire. And we also got our spy back. Wahoo. She's back again. 100% research bonus for excavation, sure. Let's get it. And I shall also get a collab government in the Dutch East Indies. I've got my guys over here. We can also test the Soviets. Although, that was a waste of PP. Whatever, it's fine. I do not think we are that weak that we have to worry about efficient use of PP and such. So actually, yeah, we are getting a little bit low, so I'm just gonna build a couple of dockyards. Because realistically, all we need at this point is fighters, but yeah. So, then let's train everyone again. I'm gonna get these guys over here. You know what? I'm actually gonna get the control system for our navy. And then let's get the 1940 airframe already. And I will upgrade the fighters If we can, I don't think we can add both. Oh, we can add both. Nice. Wasn't sure with the engines. I'm an idiot. I moved my 6 guys that could have attacked here. Then let's get the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere. Oh, now we can escalate the incident. Okay. Holy shit! I guess they... Okay. Whatever. That's fine. There we go, he got infantry expert. It's worth it. It was all worth. Why is a tank? Why was one of my tanks here? Okay. So, do we have... Okay, I just need a bit more PP. Better gun. And the better engines, we might as well pick them up here. Are you on... Wait, I thought I put the... Oh, fuck, I put the CAS on Tachikawa. Shit, we lost a bit of XP everywhere. Or funds. Survivability studies. And then we must pursue prosperity for all of Asia. I think something was busted down here. Oh, not even. Once again, this is not efficient, but we might as well complete our little Chinese, Asian infinity gauntlet. So I'm also gonna get Nepal. Declare war on Bhutan. Click all of these juicy decisions. Call you in and right click Bhutan. This is amazing. Here we go, the Thunder Dragon Empire. Oh, I am actually gonna get some fighters and ooh! I just thought about this. We could actually, if I had strat bombers already, we could have used them here. To get a little bit of strat bombing XP as well. We're gonna get a Knights of the Air. And then let's get the collaboration government on the Dutch East Indies. Sure. Thank you, Germany, for wanting to dock with me. And we're gonna ally Afghanistan. Bro, I actually really like the doctrines now. They're so cool. Because they incentivize you to use everything. That's just neat. So, we don't need any more AA. We can instead spec fully into CAS at this point. There we go. Let's go ham. The only downside is we don't have that many strategic resources. We do not have root faction resource extracted total. So, our faction does suffer a little bit from having not a good manifesto. World War II has kicked off. If I had PP, we could actually get a little bit of XP from Germany as well. Let's get the logistics companies. Super useful for what we're gonna do. Then we're gonna get the flamethrower tank. And we might as well get the anechoic tiles. Because now we have to start trading very heavily. And yeah, I'm getting this whole idea of yours. I'm not sure if you were behind this, but sure. Oh, that actually gave us industrial expansion. Nice. And we can also immediately expand military industry. Just 5 more mill factories, which we should have in a jiffy. And it's not great, but I am just gonna invest in Senbu. Because that, with how many Chinese divisions we got, this should actually help us keeping China in check. Let's also get the better torpedo. And that doth remind me, we can check in with our naval bombers again. Okay, still need a couple more. Okay, we can send our attaché to Germany immediately. And I've already... Oh, fuck off, New Zealand. I'm going to invade you for that one. So, there we go. We're going to immediately... we're going to add our policy to the infantry thing. And that is it. Our infantry gun thing is done. I'm gonna lose 5 PP, thank you, New Zealand. I don't even know where you are. And we are gonna apply the Senbu. Not that it matters, we do not have any part of China. I don't actually... I haven't done this one yet. But... Oh, fuck! I forgot about the... Oh, shit. I knew something was off. I forgot about the dockyards at the beginning of the game. I was wondering why I couldn't build the destroyer here. I had to restructure a little bit. Alright, let's upgrade the gun. Bro, the game is lagging so much right now. So, this, I'm just gonna do a quick check here to know what you get out of China. Because I've never bothered with it. It's probably worth it. Like the prospect for resources decisions. But I mean, look at the map right now. This is such a nice faction already. And we can still get Siam. As well as we can steal Mongolia. I don't think it is very worth it, but we can do it. So, radar tech and the 1940 improved computing machines. Then let's get better AA. Not sure what this is. That looks like a machine gun, but sure. It is an AA gun. I do trust you with your interesting mustache. I don't know why everybody wore this mustache. It looks so dumb. I'm sorry if you wear this mustache right now. But admittedly, if you still wear this mustache, I don't think I want you to watch my videos. It is not personal. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do the... Actually, no, that's not... Oh, that's my prospection decisions. Yeah, I mean, actually, that's useful-ish. Sure, I'm gonna do the aluminum decisions. Right, we're gonna approach Mitsubishi now. And I also want the Italian attaché in a second. I really want to know what's going on under this bald cap. At this point, you're... Actually, no. Still want to go Nanchin-Ron, Tonkinese bases, occupy Indochina. And we could technically occupy Siam, but I'm just gonna invite them. I'm gonna be a nice little friend. There we go. We also get the better artillery. And at this point, I am just gonna start spamming more into submarines. Then we shall demand the Tonkinese bases. I don't know who Tonkin is. Probably wrote a good book. I think it was carrier battle groups. Yep, we're gonna get carrier battle groups. The better radar tech and diesel power emergency pumps. And we can also upgrade all of our ships a smidge with a radar. There we go. Just gonna finish building this carrier and then we're gonna switch to the better carrier. And of course, fire control. Also add fire control. Ooh, I didn't get the 1939 submarine. That's fine. There we go. We have the flame tank. Oh, brother. There's not really any point for going for a breakthrough flame tank at this point. We do not have any of the tech for it yet. So, 6.6. I guess that is okay. We are gonna... At like 15 on that, we are gonna have to get the speed research now. off. Okay, we're gonna improve relations with you. You have a nice little fez. Thank you. Okay, we got Tonkin. We shall also occupy Indochina immediately afterwards. Not sure this matters. I am just gonna dump my army down here. It probably doesn't matter. Usually doesn't matter. Let's get excavation free. And I just said it. We need the engines before we get anything else. And you know what? I shall add radar here and Tokai and I guess down here and in Taiwan. And then let's also build air bases in Taiwan. And then we can spam a couple more mill factories. Bro, look at this army. That's 140 Chinese divisions. I did not do anything with China. Yeah, as I said, we could just get Siam. We could just ally them, but I shall not. Sure, I'm gonna spend the 30 PP. Just because you have such a cool hat. Sure, take my air bases. It's gonna be slightly useful in a second. Oh, look at this faction, man. Oh, Japan, how did you fuck this up? I mean, thank God you fucked this up, but how did you? Where was Mongolia? There we go. It was this one. I looked at it and I just kind of glazed over it mentally. So, most of the stuff, like, yeah, we are pretty much done with all of the cool stuff. We can make our block much stronger now, but I am just gonna go down here just to finish the inter-service rivalry. So, we shall instill the spirit of Bushido. Let's get radio, actually. Let's get construction and assembly line production. God, this will be such a mess to manage the front now. I just don't want to, man. I genuinely do not want to set up the borders here. Now we shall get the advanced radio. And sure, I suppose I could have done this earlier. We are just gonna set up infinite collab governments in the US. And we are gonna continue doing the bauxite stuff. As well as the oil. Sure. We're probably gonna drop oil in... Well, we're probably gonna drop all of our oil in a second. Okay, then we are gonna rethink armor doctrine. With all the investments in our tanks that we did, we have to be cute with it. Oh, we can already raid Pearl Harbor. Additional range factor, 1400! I just love that Afghanistan is here with this tiny little piece. Sure, non-aggression pact with Germany comes just in time. Germany is not a Western major country. Oh, they have a non-aggression pact, not guarantee. Ugh. There we go. Let's convert the medium tanks. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. We're gonna have to manage this tomorrow. All of this crap. This is not gonna be fun.